All right, as someone who has lived in Northern Virginia their whole life, which I've said many times on this channel, and sold a lot of homes to people that have moved in Northern Virginia, one thing I kept wondering is, what is something that people didn't know about Northern Virginia and didn't find out until they moved here? So I hit back some of my old clients and I asked them that question, and you're definitely gonna wanna watch this whole video to hear what they have to say if you're thinking about moving to Northern Virginia. So let's get right into it. So definitely subscribe to my channel, comment below. I want to know your thoughts. And if you are thinking about buying or selling, shoot me an email, ChrisColgan at colganteam.com. So number one is the weather here. It is completely extreme and out of the ordinary. Right now we're in fall and it's like 80 degrees out, but I just got back from Phoenix, Arizona. And when I landed on the plane, it was 50 and freezing cold here, and I had to go put a jacket on. So the weather here can be extreme. In July and August, it gets to be like 100 degrees, and then in January, you are freezing cold. But on the plus side of that, you get to experience all four seasons truly, and that is one of the bigger things that people told me they really liked, like driving around, checking out all the fall leaves and all that. But that for sure has been a big surprise for some of my new home buyers to Northern Virginia. Number two is we have some expensive toll roads here in Northern Virginia. And if you're thinking about moving here, definitely want to get on a map, maybe check out VDOT's website or EasyPass's website and do some research. Like out here where I live in Western Prince William County, they just opened brand new hot lanes and they actually have this bidding service. And I saw a picture where one day it was like $1.25 to go 5 miles. And the next day it was $30. But if you are riding HOV, it can be for free during those times, but the toll roads can get very expensive. Some of them are actually privately owned and then just maintained by the state. So if you are thinking about moving here, definitely look into that because the metro system doesn't always go out to some of these further out communities. We do have something called the VRE, Virginia Railway Express, where you can ride the train, but definitely some expensive toll roads, but not as bad as New Jersey though. Let's keep going. See what else people have talked about since they moved here to Northern Virginia. All right, number three is the politics here. We really are a swing state. You know, right now we have Democratic U.S. Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, and then we have a Republican governor, and Virginia is constantly back and forth. So if you're thinking, I'm gonna move here because I'm a hardcore Democrat, I'm gonna move there because I'm a hardcore Republican, you definitely wanna check the district because where I'm at now is heavily Republican, but the next 5 miles over, it's heavily Democratic and it switches all the time. Because I can remember, I grew up in a political family and when Barack Obama was running his second time, they said as long as he won Prince William County, where I live now, that was their strategy, then he would win the whole presidential race. That's how much Virginia swings back and forth. So it is definitely not either side of the political spectrum, but keep in mind, a lot of people here work in politics because we're so close to DC, but definitely not your average political state, that is for sure. Number four, one thing that people ask me all the time, even more so if they're coming from the Midwest, like Kansas, Iowa, and all that, is what is up with all these homeowners associations? Yes, pretty much every neighborhood around here has an HOA, and you get a booklet when you move into Virginia and you buy a house that by law you get 3 days to review and see all the rules for the HOA. Like mine here, I have Halloween decorations up right now, and I can tell you if I had put them up, you know, August 30th and not October 1st, you would have thought I killed somebody in my front yard, like the HOA would be sending fines and all that. but some of them are not that bad. Like another thing I do like about my HOA is they make sure the neighbor across the street doesn't have a Camaro on blocks, and they also take care of the trash and the snow removal and all that. But some of the ones when you get further out with the HOA might be like $10 a month, and people will say, why is it so cheap? They keep it like that just to make sure like people do maintain their lawns and just basic snow removal, things like that. But pretty much everywhere you go, unless you have like an acre or 2+, you're going to run into an HOA, and condo associations are even more strict, but they are very common here in Northern Virginia. Number 5, and last but not least, there is definitely plenty to do here. You don't really think it because Virginia, for some reason, doesn't have a sports team. Well, mainly the reason is because they're all based out of Washington, D.C. But the thing is, there is plenty to do here. Like we were just at the Prince William County Fair in the summer. We have Jiffy Lube Live, where there's concerts all the time. All the Smithsonian museums are doing a huge, extra build out on the one in D.C. that Jeff Bezos just donated a ton of money to. And like, this is one of the best concert towns. I've said that before on my videos. We had the Manassas battlefield. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but most of the Civil War was actually fought here or near Northern Virginia. So definitely a ton of history. And that is one thing that people bring up to me all the time. Actually, one of my YouTube viewers called me, and that's one of the reasons they moved here. They plan on going to the Kennedy Center all the time. I went there and saw Hamilton. There's 930 Club. There's so much different things to do. And we also have like National Harbor in Maryland and all the breweries and wineries. And this is just not known for that. We're not like a big travel area outside of DC for the monument. So much to do here. But I want to know in the comments below what changed your guys' minds about moving to Northern Virginia, good or bad, because it's such a transient area. And if you are thinking about buying or selling a house, definitely text me at the number below. Shoot me an email. I'd love to be your agent of choice for Northern Virginia. No clue why I'm saying it so aggressively. I just want to get the point across to you. So as always, I will see you at the top or from the top of my house where I plan on putting a flag to see how long it'll take the HOA to find me. Peace out. Love you guys.